Hello yogis, my name is Marie and welcome to my yoga posture breakdown. Today we'll be breaking down the Chaturanga Dandasana Vinyasa Flow, otherwise known as the high to low plank Vinyasa Flow, which is a staple for most Ashtanga and Hatha yoga practices. Now there are three main postures that we'll be looking at. The first one is high plank pose, second, low plank pose, and third, upward facing dog. For each posture, I will be focusing on two elements: alignment to ensure the safety of your bones and joints, and muscle engagement. That way you're getting the most out of your yoga practice. Let's get started.
Let's get into high plank position. Come down onto all fours. Press your palms down and step your feet back. For proper alignment, stack your shoulders over your wrists. By stacking your joints, you're evenly distributing your weight to protect your wrists. Align your hips with your chest and visualize a long, straight line of energy that runs from the crown of your head to your heels. Now, press your palms firmly into your mat and puff up through your shoulder blades. This engages your upper and mid back along with your shoulders and chest. This posture strengthens and tones your deltoids, your rhomboids, and your trapezius and pectoral muscles. Then activate your glutes and quads. As you do this, you'll instantly feel your lower abdominal muscles tighten and engage. High plank pose is an excellent posture to strengthen and tone the front and back sides of your core. Transition to low plank. Shift your weight forward so that you're on your toes. Keep your neck in a neutral position. To get to low plank, lower your torso down halfway and create a 90-degree bend in your elbows with your elbows facing behind you. Do all of this while keeping your neck in a neutral position. Remember, keep your shoulder and back muscles activated and maintain the engagement in your glutes, quadriceps, and abs. This is where your upper body and core muscles really begin to heat up, or as we call it in Sanskrit, tapas, your internal heat. To transition into upward facing dog, flip the tops of your feet down. Press your palms into your mat and push your torso up. As you do this, push your chest forward. This push-up movement then lifts your knees and thighs off of the ground. Now, squeeze your shoulder blades into one another behind you to broaden across your collarbone and your chest. And always, always maintain the engagement in your glutes, quadriceps, and abs.
Well, there you have it. Now that we've broken down the alignment and muscle engagement for all three postures, let's see what it looks like when you connect breath and movement. Really quickly, the transition from high to low plank is done in one exhale, and then it's an inhale up to upward facing dog. In most sequences, you reset the flow by exhaling to downward facing dog. Now let's do this together first with a couple alignment cues, and then let's flow breath to movement. Meet me on your mats. Let's go. Come into high plank pose, palms down, step your feet back. Let's start with an inhale. Breathe in. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Shift forward, lower halfway down, press the tops of your feet into your mat. Then push up into upward facing dog. Tuck or roll your toes, pike your hips back, downward facing dog. Now let's do this together, flowing breath to movement. Breathe in, exhale, high to low plank, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Well, there you have it. Now that you know the key elements for each posture, all you have to do now is to practice, practice, practice. It's important to note that the Chaturanga Dandasana or high to low plank Vinyasa Flow takes a considerable amount of upper body strength to do. If you're still working on building up your upper body strength, know that you can always modify by dropping down to your knees. This helps to isolate most of the movement in your upper body to strengthen and tone those muscles and build up that muscle memory. And that way you can eventually work on coming up off of your knees. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me on your mat. Namaste.